The total area of Santa Cruz del Islote is about 1% of a square kilometer, where 816 individuals squeeze their entire life. The island is so crowded that a man works out every day close to dog poop, and the hectic way of life here leads to new adaptations. Ever since we got to the island, no matter where we go, we encounter people all the time. People emerge from all directions. Being alone on these congested streets is impossible. Dozens of people share small rooms in each of these houses. How many people occupy this space? Approximately 10. This is a typical room in a typical home. When you see how other people live, you will be astounded. However, these houses are not the only issue these individuals face, which makes this place such a horrible place to live. Greetings from the world's most crowded island. A 2-hour boat voyage from Colombia's mainland. The island is only marginally larger than a football field and has 68,000 inhabitants per square kilometer. Even in one of the world's most densely populated cities, Hong Kong, 6,749 is the rate. The entire area is made of concrete, and there are just for roadways. Here, neither vehicles nor motorbikes are present. As soon as we arrive on the island, we sense the density. Music, roosters, waves, and human sounds all blend together. The island's history is reflected in these houses. Now, let's enter one. Can we have a look inside your home? Indeed, you can. You see, I have nothing. I apologize, but the interior is a little gloomy. Here, there's no electricity. They are doing some washing in the corridor, as you can see, and they leave them in this open space to dry. First, let's look at this room. 10 people share these 3 beds, according to the homeowner. I'm in this room. How many people use that bed for sleeping? 3. How about this space? Because this room is so disorganized, she won't let us in. This is where children used to sleep. We removed the beds from the room because it is too hot. Due to the absence of electricity, there are 7 children living alone in this room. They are utilizing all available space, including the walls. Due to their lack of a wardrobe, their shoes and clothing are everywhere. The lack of water has made the kitchen far from hygienic. Individuals only drink water. Every other explanation must be ignored. Laundry is almost always hung up or left laying around on the streets. Chairs leaking from houses, barbers at work, kids are running up and down all the time. 220 families reside in homes that were constructed illegally. In this case, no authorities' consent is sought. Thus, there are no landowners in the official sense. Everyone constructs their homes wherever they like. When they are unable to locate any room, they construct on top of already existing structures. The structures are so connected that they occasionally have to pass through each other's houses to reach the opposite side. The more we learn about islanders, we'll find a whole other explanation why things will only become worse for them in the future. Density of population is illogical. Dishes and leftovers are all around us. Additionally, this dog is attempting to consume the spoon's leftover crumbs. A few are fishing, others who are on street corners selling meals, and a few engaged in building. A lottery machine has been introduced to the island, and some people are trying their luck with it. Wishing to get wealthy, a birthday celebration is held while all of this is going on, and everyone can hear the party noises. People are trying to make their small place comfortable. Is she renting this house or does she own it? My own home? What is the typical rent amount in this area? Some people make rent payments. Because some people are not native to this area, they pay between $50 and $75. Electricity is typically the sole utility they pay for. A family is packed in here. Their married children were given a second story. In order for them to remain there, they appear to lead a communal life here. To give you a clearer idea of just how little this island is, I'm going to walk to the other side of it since I've reached the farthest side, and I'll set a timer for when I do that. Let's check the number of minutes. We're attempting to navigate the winding, labyrinthine streets. Since we walk through someone's life every step of the way, privacy is impossible here. The majority of people on this island are children. In the minds of young kids, even a 4 or 5-step area can be transformed into an expansive playground. The island includes 1 clinic, 1 church, and 1 school, 3 markets, 1 restaurant, and 1 hotel. None of these streets, this mayhem. 200 years ago, people, trash, and insects were all present. A legend states that several fishermen found this island, and when it was too late to go back, they spent the night here. After that, they made the decision to move here with their families. After getting a good night's sleep free of mosquitoes, later, it was made larger intentionally by crushing coral rocks, garbage, and seashells every year. Less than 2 minutes passed. A 94-year-old woman we met saw everything that happened here. Was this island the place of her birth? She didn't leave for a single day. The Baru region was the original home of fishermen. They began to enlarge the islet, and the islet looked like this after a century. Back ago, there were no motors or similar devices. Only paddled small canoes. If my memory serves me well, my birth date, there were only a few other houses and this one. Nothing else was involved. We are fortunate to be situated on the second largest island in the globe. Coral reef with its diverse array of marine life. Waves in the open ocean that rise 20 to 30 meters are diminished to just 25 to 30 centimeters. After they arrive at our beaches, look, you can see anything within 5 or 6 miles of the island. Pure coral envelops the area off the coast. Here, we are secure. What is the population of this place? Here, the families reside. Every family has 6 members, a total of 12 individuals. In what location is the kitchen? The kitchen, there is no issue. The stove goes here. We use propane gas for cooking. Once they reach a particular size, dogs are no longer able to expand. Due to inadequate dietary intake, every organism has an extremely limited life here. The nurse who has aided nearly everyone is introduced here, where I've entered the world in good health. 40 years of childbirth. What is the number of babies? My God, I can't remember. I can't even recall. The majority of this town's young people went via these hands you see. I brought nearly everyone to this island, and I'm currently giving birth to even their offspring. Additionally, I have never lost a baby. Young youngsters who throw up come to me with diarrhea or a high temperature. I advise them on what to do and what medication to take. I resemble a doctor. Here, everyone is familiar with me. The island's dearth of contemporary medical facilities presents a risk in an emergency. However, as you will realize at the conclusion of the video, their actual issue is far more serious. By the way, locals claim that on the island, people typically live between 85 and 90 years of age. At the age of 103, my sister passed away. Only after losing their life do people get to transcend these boundaries, because this island lacks a cemetery where buried loved ones can be interred since there is no ground to excavate. Following a ceremonial tour of the dead around the square, after that, a boat transports them to the mainland where they are buried. What age do girls typically marry or have their first child? Girls are usually 16 years old when their first children are born. When their kids reach that age, this also holds true for them. Family planning is non-existent, and the population continues to rise quickly. What is the average number of children that people have? Here, between 2 and 5. Here, family life is particularly relaxed. Despite not being legally married, the majority of couples are together. Additionally, it's common for people to have children with multiple partners. However, that's a fact of life here. Is she wed? I'm not married, but I do have a husband. Oh, really? This implies that the union is entirely free. People also don't give a damn about their personal space and constantly make jokes. Trash is one of the island's main issues. There will be some of these in the sea. The mainland will receive some of these. However, the fragrance is detectable, and how many mosquitoes there are everywhere you go is it being filmed. The ocean conceals the majority of the garbage without hesitation. Individuals simply dump their tons of trash into the ocean, which they consider to be a landfill. Glass, metal, and plastic components, but you'll be even more repulsed by what you see next. Unbelievably, there is even a toilet on the ocean floor. The crabs swimming in this contaminated water are some of the people's primary dietary sources, and these creatures were hunted in these shattered cages. The ocean contains a few plastic bags. These women are washing their clothing while others are fishing. This place is a chaotic place to live. Here, drinking water and power are available. Fluctuates according to the meteorological conditions. The solar panels have arrived. They generate the island's electricity in this manner. We have 180 batteries and 380 solar panels. They provide us with energy for all things. In sunny weather, electricity is available from 12 o'clock a.m. until 5 o'clock p.m. Does she have any changes in mind for this island? The electricity, primarily, let's face it, we haven't had power for 4 days. Every beverage is heated. Peppers and tomatoes are visible. These aren't really new because of the lack of power.